Yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 14, Behind the Counter with Nick Allen. All right, now let's talk about your little hydration situation. Have you ever been inside your house and went, man, I wish that I had some water outside? Well, that's easy. It's a solution for you right here. Woodford wall hydrants. The hydrant slides through the wall. You connect your water line to the back end, turn the water on, and the water flows beautifully. Now, what are the different situations that we've got going on? So, this little guy right here is a standard basic hydrant. There's no little vacuum breakers. So you can turn the water on, the water comes out. Now this little fella's got a little vacuum breaker on it. So now whenever you turn it off, the water typically stays right here in the bag. But with this little fella right here, the water drains on out. That way you never have a freeze and bust situation. Unless, of course, you leave the water hose hooked up, gets real cold at night. Oh, that water that you left inside that little part right here, it froze, it bust. Now you've got a little situation the next time you turn your hydrant on. Well, this little fella right here, it doesn't matter. You can actually leave your hose hooked up year round. It will never bust. Got a little check valve in the back end. So as the water hose freezes, it pushes all the water back. Check valve releases. No water here, will never bust no matter what. So now, as far as on the walls, that's great, grand, wonderful. But what if maybe over by the shed or out in the middle of the yard, you want some water over there? It's not near a wall. What are we gonna do? Got a solution for you. All right, now Woodford and Simmons both have a great solution for you. A little hydrant out the yard. So now there's a 2-foot and 3-foot buried. Now you would just want to make sure that your hydrant is down below the frost line, you'll be fine. But it also depends on how high up the hydrant that you actually want sticking up out of the ground. Make sure it's high enough to kind of stick a water bucket underneath of it. Now, the other thing that you want to definitely keep in mind is maybe you want to add like a little brace and a little support next to it. Highly recommended, a little T-post or maybe a little 4x4 action, kind of give it a little extra support. But how are we going to get the water supply out to these hydrants? They're not magic. We've got to run something out there. What are we going to do? All right, so we do have a couple different solutions of how to get the water over there. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of line that you've got running over there, whether it be PVC or the black roll pipe, or maybe you need a little blue tube action. That's right. So it's very similar to PEX. So now underneath the ground, you roll this out, comes in like 100, 300, 500, or even 1,000-foot run. You run it on over to your hydrants. Now, this is a good news, bad news situation. The good news is that this will get you over to your water hydrants, or maybe you need to replace your entire water line. Not a problem either. Great option. So this is super easy to use. You got a little stiffener action, goes in the end of the pipe, and then your fitting is completely compression all the way around. Slides in, compression it down, tightens down. No need for any Teflon or anything like that. Tightens down, holds 1,000%. This will not crack, it doesn't buzz, and it holds the pipe permanently. I want to dig a hole one time. And how do I do that? With these little fittings right here. Now, each one of these fittings have a different job for them. So now this one here will go straight in the bottom of your hydrant. A little Teflon right here, straight up in the bottom of the hydrant, run your pipe over, done. So if you're running a brand new water line from your meter, maybe to your house, blue tube is definitely the way to go as well. Will not bust, doesn't leak or anything like that. You're digging a trench, you're digging a hole one time. That's the best route to go. So I tell you what, all of these options, no matter what kind of water solution that you need, come on in, see us here at the counter. We'll see you soon.